Drive some people crazy. Actually, 3 people are holding 3 biscuits.
Wow.
Beside a Nongshim. That's kind of most of the time the argument against the biscuits is that if you're not even going to use it, why even take it? As Aiming is in a lot of trouble here. I think he's absolutely dead. Nothing that life can do to save him. Cannon Barrage comes in. First blood for Gangplank. As kind of from top lane, they should at least just back away. Paranoia as well. You gotta get out here. Devour as well, but now everybody just on the run. The Gravitum over the wall as well. Just everybody getting caught up, but especially Snowflower. He is just going to go down without burning exhaust or flash.
And there's just, I mean, this is not a team fight comp at this stage of the game without a barrage setup or a nice Ash arrow. Like, it's kind of pick-based, the way that this works for Nongshim, or you have to have an insane zone control, because Vikla just walks over and takes Subjugate, and he's like, I'm Subjugate Silas. We saw how that worked last time around. It's busted, actually, in these early fights. Last time it was on the Herald, this time, of course, on this early Drake. And I get it for Nongshim, you're frustrated because you lost Herald basically for free, and you want to trade something back, but now you've given over bottom side control here. And if they had gotten even one more kill, I think they just instantly drop this in bottom, and Aiming actually gets the plates.
Tana has flash. He is going to flash the chains here, but Slow comes in from the Q, and now he's in a bit of trouble. Very fast is the GP, though. Vikla looking for it. The Cannon Barrage committed to, and it's not going to do anything as Vikla just picks it up. Easy peasy. 2-0 now for the Silence.
Early on, it's a Gangplank removed from the map. They're going to try to make a cross map.
Okay, that's an Abyssal Dive under turret. Flash away into huge Infernal Ultimate, and now Aiming is going to get exhausted, but I'm not sure it's going to matter too much. Do they have the damage? Yes, they do. Life picks up the kill, and Flash on in now as an arrow forces another.
What he's done with the kills, like the power they get, the plates they get elsewhere because of those kills.
Okay, ult against ult. Gwen should win this one as Kana takes a fight here. He thinks he has to get through. Big lead.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to have Cuzz coming in here doing big lead damage as well, as Kana is unfortunately once again caught out, this time a little bit too far down the lane. Now the barrel is going to be pretty nice, and he... okay, actually going to get the burn down onto the Gwen, so does trade it back just barely. Definitely was not expecting that, so he gets a trade kill 1v3.
Massive. A bounty is picked up here as well, which is actually pretty massive. Kana is able to take that one off the map and will pick up some gold for his teammates. Vikla.
He is so tanky. He doesn't take any damage. He's just gonna flash away as the hostile takeover does catch a bunch of them. Here's the vision of Cuzz taking Dragon, though.
Cuzz is like
Infernal Soul points. So.
Cuzz is like, I kill dragons and I turn off the lights. I also kill jungle monsters. That is what I do. That is my job. It's like he's the janitor. He's like, gotta make sure the lights are off after the school is closed. Clean up the mess, clean up the jungle. Gotta make sure the lights are turned off.
Restock the shelves.
Yeah.
Doing a great job.
Just making sure there's no Drakes lurking around.
A lot of melee champions that are going to be diving you. Like, there actually are methods to be auto-attacking as Ashe in this game. Kana is left alone. There is a blasting plan. He elects to flash and die instead, as the hostile takeover comes over and gets 2 flashes out of them. A lot of damage onto life here. The follow with the Chaos Storm, not amounting to too much.
Get away from me!
That was more of like a backhanded slap than a handshake. As now Snowflower, they chase for very long. Not sure why they're still trying to fight this 3v5.
They just don't have damage, Valdez.
Back away. Did you see that burn, though?
Yeah.
Leandres was burning. This time around, in comes Rascal. They knew he was back here, or at least they should have. In comes the Nocturne. As not too much damage, but they finally do take down Dread. As following up here, the arrow into Rascal will go into that stopwatch. As no jungler here for Nongshim, so they cannot contest. And the Infernal Soul will come in for the side of KT, as now Vikla is getting into the thick of things here, as he gets actually bursted down by a huge Gangplank hit. But now it's only the Gangplank, basically, who's on the run.
Yeah, Kana is basically doomed. Snowflower is left him out to dry. He is running away as fast as his frog legs will carry him. He's not hopping. He's waddling back to that turret, but it's a huge win in this team fight once again, Keith. It's kind of where we're at. It's the Baronson at half health. Rascal wasn't even here. He's showing up now. They have a choke control.
Aiming, please.
Okay. Just trying to keep it interesting, huh?
Yeah, he's really just giving us something to talk about here.
Yeah, speaking of itemization, I love Aiming's build. He has Gale Force, Bloodthirster, and IE. He's going to have extra shields.
Common.
Yeah, and it's just, how do you kill him with a half Victor, half a Gangplank, and half an AD carry? Like, you have 3 half DPS characters.
AP carry. Well, he has a mana.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's got some extra ability haste in there, but
yeah.
Like, Snowflower can keep all 3 of these carries alive, and that's what I liked about the Tahm Kench here. But they're building utility / collector, which is very odd here for Kana, and it just doesn't matter if you save them, because in the longer fight you still lose to this Aphelios who has real items.
Yeah. You saw what happens when a volley hits Vikla. He now has a shield. Cuzz is caught out here. This is kind of unfortunate. Going to turn out the lights now as frontlining is the Trundle and BDD, actually. So that utility getting him some value in this one.
They still have the Light Bolt here, the hostile takeover, so KTE have choke points in their favor if anyone tries to chase or follow. They still have vision control around the Baron itself. So even though Nongshim win a trade of ults here, arguably, because theirs are on such low cooldown and are less important for them in team fights, like KT are still ready to be like, nah, we have more damage, we have a real AD carry.
They're doing Baron.
And they will kill the Baron very fast, as we as is pictured on your screens and your television sets.
Yeah, Baron's going to go down here. They read the situation very nicely as, nope, it's going to be denied as Rascal just going to get hit by that. And yeah, that's going to be the Baron fully. They read, okay, they're all going to back here. We did a lot of damage to them, so let's just go for the Baron. Follow up after we pretend to back. And they do pick it up here. Very nicely done.
Yeah, because, man, this game, it's so funny when we see this flashy Nocturne pick, everyone's like, ooh, the game is going to be about that. And it's like, no, actually, he's like the parents that are like, he's about to Flame Horizon, by the way, Dread. But it's like the parents are like, it's time to go to bed, kids, staying up too late. He just flickers the lights. And Nongshim like, oh, but I was about the team fight. He's like, no, you weren't. No. It's actually past your bedtime. It's past your composite expiration date. The Aphelios has real items, and he's going to kill you.
And speaking of which, very nice flash, actually, on the tip of the iceberg there, as now Kana going to be feared up, has the oranges, but the damage just a bit too much, as the better Gangplank in this case is Vikla, the Silas, will steal the Cannon Barrage. Actually does a heck of a lot of damage.
That's what happens when you don't go to bed when mom says so.
Yeah.
She will ult you, actually. She doesn't always have to, but she can use it aggressively more than just flickering the lights on and off.
Yeah.
Mikado was just way too far out there against this comp. You can't side lane against the Nocturne.
No,
not easily, you know?
It's just really interesting, you know? It just does a lot of things better than the Trundle. I feel like it is a very nice answer to it in this case. That's one way to get the crown off and nearly kill Ghost. So tons of damage coming out from aiming it with, as you said, a real build.
Yeah, like
it's doing insane amounts of poke damage as well.
It's like, would you rather have an Aphelios with Gale Force, Bloodthirster, IE, or an Ashe with Leandri's Muramana and a Chem Punk Chainsword Heal Deny build, because he built Executioner's Calling earlier, like whatever that item is called. I think we all know which one is better. I mean, aiming is up 3 levels. It's not a fair comparison, but this game has very quickly been it's been unwinnable for Nongshim. Let's just say, like, the team fights have not been going their way. They're going to group up for one last one here on the Elder. They need a miracle.
Okay, Banshee's Veil down. Again, ability haste, so he's going to have that back in just a moment. I feel like Nongshim are actually backing for that and allowing BDD to get some poke in. Again, pretty difficult.
Rascal is pushing the base also.
Yeah.
Like, there's a clock on this one, Nongshim, and you don't have the damage to win these longer fights.
You've seen this happen so many times in the LCK. Rascal has Baron. He's pushing an inhibitor.
Now we can TP in.
Stolen Storm is not actually going to hit BDD, so even the Q from the Nocturne not enough. BDD getting a lot down here as he's actually going to force Vikla to flash away. So perhaps this is the moment for Nongshim to try to get in there, but the lights are off and down. No, the Devourer comes in. It's used onto the Ashe, though, so BDD's just running away. The hostile takeover hits the front side of Nongshim, and the rest just melts away like ice cream. And that is going to be BDD alone by himself, doing a lot of damage per gold to yet another Nongshim loss. It's looking like here, Wolf.
Yeah, it's one of those BD stats games, man. 0, 1, and 2. He built the crown. He wasn't dying. I think it was a good choice. There's just too many threats, frankly, in Nongshim that Nongshim has to deal with. Snowflower can only devour once. And there's no Zhonya's here. There's no follow-up damage. Like, oh, we almost killed Victor, but he survived. But we're doing a lot of damage. No, you're not. You're not doing any damage.
Everybody else lives, and down will go the Nexus. KT takes him a while.
Calling out the gangplank. Got him. Push mid and finish. About life.
Let's not go. You did great.
Yeah, it's hard to tell exactly who's talking because they're all wearing masks.
I think Cuzz was the one that said, I did well, right? And someone else said, yeah, you did. I'm not 100% sure, but...
Yeah, I think Life was jokingly saying, let's not go as well, but I'm not 100% sure.
I think it was just saying not to chase the victor.
Yeah. It's done, it's done. Nice.